The Review Meeting, Guide to LAC Reviews for Children and Young People in Care. This guide is for children and young people in care in Camden, to help them to understand as much as possible about review meetings. The information and ideas in this guide have been carefully researched and selected by a team of young people from Camden's Teenagers to Work project. The purpose of this guide is to help young people to be more involved in their review meetings, to give young people more information about reviews, to encourage young people to ask for help and advice, and to make young people aware of their rights. What will you find in this guide? What is a review? Who is an independent reviewing officer? What is a consultation form, and what do young people write? Did you know? Facts about reviews and your rights. What young people say about reviews. Useful telephone numbers.
What is a review? The review is a very important meeting about you. Your first review is held within the first month after you start being looked after. The next review will be 3 months after the first one. After that, your reviews will be every 6 months. You and those who are invited to your review meeting will talk about how you are being cared for, and together with you will make a plan for the future. This plan is called a care plan and explains what the plan will be for your future, and also contains information about your education, health and your needs around your culture and religion. Other information in the plan will include details about your contact with your family and friends and how often you are going to be able to see them. The information in the care plan will be discussed with you at every review meeting to make sure that everyone has done what they said they would do and to see what changes need to be made to make sure the plan works for you. Before your review, your social worker will ask you to fill in a consultation form where you can write your wishes and feelings.
Independent Reviewing Officer. An independent reviewing officer, IRO, is a person who leads the review and helps to make the plan for your future. The IRO makes sure that you and everyone else at the meeting gets a chance to say what they think. You will meet your IRO at the first review and they will explain to you what will happen. The IRO will talk to you about your wishes and feelings, what you have written on your consultation form and what you want to say at the meeting. What is a consultation form? This is a form you get before each of your review meetings. It helps you to think about your wishes and feelings about your care and the plan for you. It is important to fill in a consultation form. It is a very good way to express your feelings and views about the care plan. You can use the form to prepare for the review meeting and to make it easier to be involved. You can raise your concerns on the form without feeling uncomfortable. This can be easier than speaking in the meeting. It can be a quick way of telling everyone your concerns. Other ways of getting your views across. Speak to your social worker before or after your review meeting. To contact your IRO before or after the review meeting. Speak to someone you feel comfortable with, for example, your foster carer or an independent advocate. An independent advocate is a person who can help you to talk about your worries in the review. Check the useful telephone numbers section to find out how to contact an independent advocate.
Did you know? The review meeting is your meeting. You will have an independent reviewing officer, IRO, who attends and chairs all of your review meetings. You can contact your IRO directly via email or telephone. You have the right to choose who attends your review, although some important people, like your social worker, will always have to be there. You can invite anyone important to you to the review. The time, place and date of your review is your choice, but the review must happen by a certain date. All young people get a letter to remind them about the meeting. If you are not happy about things like your social worker, contact with your family or your placement, you can complain about it at the review meeting. Your IRO can make sure that your complaint is dealt with. You can speak to your IRO privately before your review meeting. You have the same rights to complain as an adult. If you are not able to attend your review, you can phone your IRO to tell them what you want to be said at the review. You should always get a copy of the decisions that were made about your care at the review meeting. The IRO has the power to dismiss anyone you feel uncomfortable with from your review. If you need help with a complaint, you can ask for an independent person to talk to. You still need to have a review meeting if you are looked after but placed with your own family. You can ask for an independent advocate to be present at your review to help you to say what you want.
What do young people say about reviews? The team from the Teenagers to Work project spoke to many children and young people in care to find out what they thought about reviews. This is what they said. I like reviews because I can invite a friend to be with me at the meeting.
When there are too many people at the review, I'm not comfortable to talk about everything I want.
I don't say much because other people will be talking about me.
Reviews are good because I can get involved and say what I want.
It is easier to talk at the review when the social worker helps and asks me questions.
Sometimes it isn't easy to speak up for myself in front of my foster carer.
An independent person like a mentor or advocate can help me to talk about difficult things.
I need help and information to complain about something I'm not happy about.
It helps to talk to the independent reviewing officer before the review meeting.
Filling in the consultation form. Most young people say they fill in the consultation form. Some young people think that the questions do not help them to express themselves and the worries they have. Young people say that some questions are boring. Sometimes young people prefer to talk to only the social worker. Some young people said they would like to improve the questions and make it more interesting.
Review meeting. Most young people like to have a review meeting at the foster carer's home. Young people say that they want to have a say in how the review is organised. These are some of the other things that young people say. I want to choose the time of the review meeting.
I want reviews to be after school.
I want to choose who to invite to the review.
I don't want people at the review I don't know.
I like someone from my family to be at the review.
It's good to have a friend at the review for support.
I like reviews.
I want to talk about my achievements at the review.
Sometimes it's good to have a foster carer at the review so that I do not feel alone in the room with people I don't know.
I would like reviews to be fun.
Here are some useful telephone numbers and emergency telephone numbers. If you have a mobile phone, it is useful to keep these numbers on your phone.